with her, you might be able to get away with 4 people, so 2 on each side. Okay? So you get in the same sort of situation, but you need to immobilize the cervical spine and start barking directions. So ideally, I'm probably gonna take her feet, and then somebody else is gonna take her hips, and then somebody else is gonna take her shoulders. If it's a big person, you might have more people, you know, big or tall person. And you might want to be selective about who you have do it for strength reasons. Okay? So, now all you do is straddle the person like this, all right? So straddle her hips.
Like step over her?
Yes, dear.
Which
That's
way?
what straddle means,
Like-
just like I am. Okay? You want to do it? Okay,
I feel like it's
so,
gonna be very hard.
This is a really weird video.
Shrouded by 4 people.
It's like a porn or something.
How are we gonna lift her like this?
You're gonna hear
just grab me and lift.
But like she's
Like,
in the
I'm
way.
like bending over.
Well,
That's why I'm asking.
It's Mike doing.
Like, it's
Oh my God.
Spine
okay, ready?
Spine there.
Michael? Michael,
Weird.
Sorry, Allison. I'm like on the butt.
are you ready?
Yeah.
You're calling this thing, man. Get it on, all
Come
right?
on, Dan.
Why would you ever do that?
I don't know.
It's like blister.
You might have to just use 3 people. I
Okay.
feel like for Jenna.
Okay,
Holy moly. I don't like that one.
all right,
It's
so,
like leapfrog.
stay there, okay?
Are
Okay.
there like certain situations, like besides people wise, when you would use one for like over the other?
Yeah, it depends on, you know, if they're face down,
Well, yeah, then we would have to roll them.
right.
But as far as them being like supine inside of the board under, like opposed to like
The lift and slide as opposed
you
to
know,
the
6-person
straddle and
lift as a
slide.
slide.
Well, clearly, we've just established, I probably wouldn't use the straddle and slide, but it's used. Okay, it's an option. And then it's something that you, in your emergency action plan, determine, we're gonna use this technique.
I feel like
'Cause
that
we
would
feel
be
like-
used if you had like 3 people. So like you'd have somebody at her torso and somebody at her legs.
It also have to be a small person too.
Yeah.
Right.
Because like, can't really.
Well, I mean,
grab, like, a
if
200
we're
pound
doing this on a basketball player who's close to 7 feet, then you might have somebody at the ankle, somebody at the knees, somebody at the hips, somebody at the shoulders. So that's 4 people. Okay?
What is
So you need to determine what you're gonna need there. That's your whole reason for being in this position, as you make the decisions. Okay?
So if he has 7 feet, his legs will come down like this.
Right, that's
So,
fine.
that's
If it's
cool.
off the board, that's fine. Long as we get his torso and most of his legs strapped into the board, that's good. Remember, this is for spinal injuries, not for leg injuries.
What if he suffered like an ankle injury too?
Then it's probably not gonna be an issue until we get all this other stuff squared away.
It's like not life
You
threatening.
can, while they're on there, before you strap them in, apply a splint to the ankle or whatever. You can do whatever you want to, once they're on the board,
Yeah.
as long as I have stabilization here. Okay? All right, so now I'm stabilizing this, can you move to your right just a little bit?
It's flopping around. It's gonna flop with the surface.
I'm stabilizing this person like this, and we do all the things in a particular order, okay? So, in this situation with her, we will have straps at her feet, at her legs, and at her stomach, okay? And then I'm holding here, and then we would immobilize her head with the blocks. Okay, can we get somebody to do all that stuff? So you do things, the last thing that you would do is the head.
Wait, Luke, I got your head.
Okay, so let's wait on those things. Let's just put the clips on, get these straps in, get her strapped in. And remember that this is an emergency, so time is of the essence. You guys dallying around.
This one will go at their stomach. I don't have the big one. Right, it's over there.
Backwards.
Are you doing the head first?
Wanna hold
You
yourself?
told me on
Bring us
this.
water.
Yeah, you are.
Charles.
Charlie, you don't stabilize the head first?
No, I don't thing.
Yeah.
Can do it right now.
Yeah.
The last thing to be secured is the head, I'm pretty sure.
It says put a C
Could be wrong.
Yeah.
Check.
I learned it where I would stabilize the head first and then. But I mean, you could be doing it this way because you're already stabilized.
Candidate, what's it say? Number 10.
Jen, have
What's
you
number
done
10
this?
say?
What? Like,
Here's it.
If you want.
The difference between stabilizing and securing. The last should be the head. Okay, so all that stuff's packed away. If we've got people doing all this other stuff, then you can probably put those things in.
okay.
Oh, it's in here, sorry.
Mike.
Just put it here then.
Miguel.
What's your little tender ears? Oh, there goes that. Okay.
We forgot to check pulse, motor and sensation.
It's not fun. Make sure those are down, all connected.
Take days.
Could just stop boot. Could just stop boot.
And put over her eyes.
Shouldn't she have a cervical collar?
She should. Okay.
She got a
See ya.
facelift.
Just need some noise.
All right, what's left on our list then?